Alright folks, done some scouting. This is going to be a standalone, this is Steve AB4EL. This is going to be a standalone video, a prediction video. Now, I know they did some extra work right here at this plenum area right there. So I think it has something to do with that cable that's, fiber optic cable that's on the ground. But I want to make a prediction. Now this is the museum project area, one of two. I'm turning around. You can see the museum logo up there on the grain towers, feed towers, pardon my frog. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Confirmation. Can you see it? I'm going to get out with my camera. There it is. Let me just leave the car for a moment. There's a utility pole across, and what you see up the pole is the shielded heavy cables, light for the telephone, and it no longer is connected to the junction box on the guy wire, the lowest guy wire. Okay, I'm out of the car. I'm looking. No traffic. I made a lucky turnaround spot. Duke. Now that's Duke Energy Progress. Did I say to you that they had taken down a major cable down there, emerging, that had crossed the river, and that the hangers were still there and the tensioner metal loop was on the ground? There's the other end of it, and it's been disconnected from the system. And there's a bundle of something up there. So this coming down, this one here is no longer connected, and my guess is that's what was at the other end that also has been in some way disconnected and replaced by something else, presumably fiber. Or will be. Oh, and here is new shielding, right? There is brand new shielding. Here's a telephone plenum. So there's a brand new, and it's got a new cable. And the new cable is replacing this. There's a new cable emerging. Now, maybe that cable is what's bunched up here. And also, that box up there, you see that? Pardon me for looking into the sky. That's exactly the same shape as the one that's on this side that I showed you by that tree that you can see there. It's the same junction box. And we know there were 2 fiber optic cables going into it. So it's what's called a junction box. And I know it's a junction box because before I came down here I was doing a little online Google search, and I can picture in my mind what's inside of it. All right, we're learning more about how in stages they do this. Okay? And we know there's fiber optic cable on the other side. So, back to my car. We're looking. All right, we're ready to move. and I want to pick up with the prediction. Now, I had a commenter yesterday evening and again a little later when I asked a question. And the person said that she had talked with a crew or crews. They wouldn't say much, but she said it always has two go across, meaning the river. Here's my prediction. They've already got one fiber optic cable across the river, twisted around the lowest guy wire. But they need another one. How will they do that? They could, and that's what that cable is lying on the ground, I'm guessing, that it may be long enough to be the second one that crosses the river. They might twist it around the guy wire that's already there. My prediction is they'll put that across the river, but on a new added guy wire. Why? Why would they always have two across a river? Answer, because unlike the cable running through the conduit in the ground, it's not protected. And who knows what will happen to it going across the river. All kinds of things happen. There could be a tree by the embankment that one day falls down. Why would they put it on a second guy wire? This is the prediction. Why would they put a second guy wire, a new one, and use that to do the second one, which is why there's a delay. They need a crew to come out and put out another spanning guy wire. Answer, because you don't want to have both crossings on the same guy wire. You want it to take at least a slightly different route, so that if something falls and breaks the top one, maybe the one that's a little lower will survive. And then it only will take you one day to reestablish communication, whereas if you only have a single, or if you have both on the same guy wire and they both break, it's going to take that much longer because it's a big job. What do you think about the prediction? Especially the person that fed me actually subliminally the idea. Thank you. And I do mean thank you. Steve AB4L, out scouting, just ever curious, seeing what's happening, having fun watching it and learning. And thank you to the contributors. And we've had several saying see you in 73.